What's up, everybody? It's your good friend Lukie, and in case you're heading to Sonoma, whether it's business, pleasure, a vacation, or what have you, I am going to give you my 3 favorite golf courses so you can choose out of the creme de la creme, in my opinion, to go play golf. This is Lukie. Let's go hit the links. So the 3 courses in Sonoma County that I find myself consistently drawn to are the following. First, one of my favorite courses in all of the world, Bodega Bay, the links at Bodega Harbour, which is located at Bodega Bay. Now, off the bat, I should explain, this course is not for everybody. And I'm not saying that in terms of price point or in terms of the atmosphere. I'm saying it's built around a housing community. And in order probably for this golf course to exist, they wanted a housing community around it. Now, I've heard some people compare the golf course to courses like Pebble Beach. I think that's an unfair comparison, just like Half Moon Bay, where they're good golf courses, but the architectural thought and design to the course might not be on a masterclass course like Pebble Beach. That being said, Bodega Bay, Bodega Harbour, has a lot of elements to golf that are true links style golf that resemble to me a lot like Spanish Bay, and it has the same architect who designed both courses. What I appreciate the most about the course is it takes advantage of hills, undulation. It gives you a lot of different holes and styles of shots and different ways to play shots around the greens. You're no longer going to be faced with a flat chip. You're going to have undulation where you'll either have to kill the ball into the slope and have it run up, or fly it up and then have it stop. I think some of the most beautiful holes are the final stretch of holes, namely the signature hole, the 16th, which looks over across marshland. I also appreciate the par 5 that leads into a par 3 on the front 9. The par 5 has kind of a weird architectural design where I think they advise you on the card or whatever to take a iron and then hit another iron and make it a 3-shot hole. I've never taken heed to that and always just hit driver and tried to just get on in 2 because it's a very short hole. The thing about Bodega Harbour is if you don't like playing in the wind and the wind is up, I've played here in nearly 30-mile-per-hour winds. So that's something to take in mind. If the wind is up, I don't really think most golfers should play beyond the white tees when the wind is up, because it's very difficult. It's a hard golf course as it is. I think the blues are fine for most golfers when there's little wind. It's a challenging course, but the biggest challenge is if you miss a shot, you can hit a house, and that's on about 13 holes. The price point is really, really good, I think, for the experience. The greens here are very solid, but for me, it's just the amount of undulation and the amount of different type of approach shots you're hitting, different types of chip shots. It's very, very rewarding and fulfilling playing here. And then going to the water in the last few holes, it always feels like the end to a really good afternoon or good morning. And I always play Bodega Bay and am left wanting more. And that's the sign of a really good golf course. I think for the rest of my life, Bodega Bay is going to be a special golf course. And when I got back to playing golf, Bodega Bay was one of the courses I first played. So it's always going to have a special attraction to me because it's one of the first courses that I had confidence enough to play. Because for most of my life, I didn't think I could play courses beyond a par 3 course. So Bodega Bay means a lot to me. If heaven, and not to get religious on you, if heaven existed on earth, I think it might be called Northwood Golf Club. Because Northwood has some of the most serene and peaceful holes I've ever seen in golf. It's just a beautiful piece of property designed by Dr. Alistair McKenzie. The strength of this golf course, to me, the heart of the course, is holes 3, 4, 5, and 6. The third hole is a gentle dogleg right. The fourth hole is the iconic hole for me, where you're just teeing off into these narrow trees. The redwoods frame this course so beautifully, and you have to shape shots to come up with the perfect shot that you want to make. It's such a great course because for the snobby long hitter bomber who I think often we cater too much to, right? I don't think many people watching my YouTube channel have 115 mile an hour swing speeds, yet for some reason we feel the need to accommodate that player more than the average golfer. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's we believe one day we will be there. But I think a course like Northwood could easily be dismissed as archaic based on it's not very long anymore. I disagree. I think that even if you hit it far, you still have to think. You have to keep the ball in play. And beyond that, the echoes you get from hitting a shot at Northwood, along with the feeling of walking the property, just shows you how special this course is. I really advise any of my listeners or readers or watchers of the YouTube that want to experience a very fun golf course, and maybe they're playing with a family member. This is a great destination golf course for you. I think oftentimes we look at Torrey Pines or Pebble Beach and say that would be a great place for us to go play one day, when really Northwood might be the funnest place you ever play in your life. It might be the most meaningful golf round you ever had, because it is about just as much the journey and enjoying yourself once you get there as it is the round of golf. I can't stress how fun Northwood is, and it's another course that I'm going to find myself going back to time and time again, though I do find Bodega Bay sticks more to my soul, probably because I haven't played as well at Bodega Bay as I have at Northwood. The final course on my 3 Sonoma County courses to go to is a labor of love. I doubt many people will go up there, but that's the point of this list, and that's also, I think, kind of the point of this course. Sea Ranch Golf Links is designed by Robert Muir Graves, and Robert Muir Graves golf courses are the golf courses I've played the most in my life. So to take a pilgrimage to one of maybe his masterpiece of a golf course, or one of his masterpieces, was an interesting thing, because I'd say probably the way I look at golf course design to some degree is based off of his eye, unknowingly, because that's what I was raised around and what I ended up playing the most. It's a very long drive. Even if you live in Sonoma County, this is going to be a long drive unless you live by Sea Ranch. What Sea Ranch is it's not just about the peaceful nature of the golf course, the unique holes, and all of that. Sea Ranch is about destination golf, but it's not your average destination golf. It's for your hardcore golf junkie. The one that would maybe in a past life was a hip-hop or a musical nerd that would dig through vinyl crates to find that one piece of sound that sounds better than what everyone was hearing on the radio, and then it would just be their own personal experience. Sea Ranch is the golf equivalent of that. It doesn't have the most spectacular holes, I would say, for making this drive, but it has some of the most spectacular feelings. It feels like a really great hike with a golf course thrown in. I guess the most comparable I could say is, imagine Bandon Trails to a degree, but made in an older time period. The front 9 is by far the spectacular 9. It's the 9 that I think was more well thought out. The back 9 is very difficult, and it's very tight and punishing. I would equate it to kind of like a course like Bridges in San Ramon. I think the one downside to this course, and the reason more people probably don't go to it or know about it, is there's only one hole that has a view of the sea, and some of the routing gets very confusing when you're walking, because it kind of, like I said, mirrors a hiking trail as opposed to maybe a golf course. That being said, if you love golf and you love ocean golf, this is a golf course worth checking out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it very helpful. If you did, be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and always please subscribe to the channel if you find this content fulfilling and enjoyable, because it really helps us be able to grow and do other things creatively and show people that we have people that are invested in this channel. Thank you. It's Lukie.